The following podcast has been brought to you by Banter Club.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Ramblemania show proudly brings to you it is I, your world heavyweight champion.
For now.
The Angel of Death 6XL. Joining me as always.
It is I.
I know, Hazel. I didn't get time to fix the stupid fucking graphic.
You still gotta fix it for Raw. Also, when TJ showed it still says it on the top of my shit.
We'll work it out. Yeah,
but
I am your former 9-time Ramblemania champion, TJ the Great. TJ the Great.
And I am your former 10-time Ramblemania heavyweight champion, Hazel the Eye Zombie.
Of course, you know what's going on here on these parts. We are here to discuss AEW Dynamite on the Hose Network.
I've got hoes.
We got them hoes. They scattered out in the area codes. And them hoes in Indianapolis, they came back with a lot of information tonight. They came back with a lot going on. So before we get to Dynamite, let's talk a little bit of news in and out and about the world of pro wrestling. And let's start in PWG. Let's talk about these bowler names real quick because I think this is an interesting field. Of course, it's January 7th and January 8th this year, which it's like the way they changed bowl up. I get part of it was the pandemic. It was weird to me, but I'm still getting used to it. But the names in Bola that have been announced thus far: Michael Oku, Shun Skywalker,
Okay.
Masha Slamovich,
Alrighty.
Speedball Mike Bailey,
Let's go.
Commander,
Okay.
Alex Shelley,
Okay.
Hey.
Jonathan Gresham.
Oh.
It'd be funny if he wins. He might probably win it.
You might, Aramis,
Beef, TJ,
Titus
beef?
Alexander,
Ooh,
and
okay.
Jordan Grace.
No beef?
Oh my God, are we gonna see husband and wife face off against each other in the final?
And that's one of the things I was thinking. We might see Jonathan versus Jordan in this tournament. We probably are.
What's gonna happen, bro?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? This is creepy.
Beat his ass,
God.
Jordan.
Yeah, beat his ass. Beat his ass.
Big Mama Pump.
Do it for TJ.
Do it for me.
She did it for the great one.
Yes. Of course, the winner of the Battle of Los Angeles will get a championship match against the PWG champion, who, of course, is currently Daniel Garcia. Who's also the Ring of Honor Pure champion.
Yes.
You'd think that, like, you know, someone like Excalibur would have called his PWG buddies like, hey, how about we have Daniel Garcia bring the PWG title to AEW, give it some recognition and shit.
Excalibur has said that on the shows that Garcia is the PWG champion.
I know that, but I mean, like, it's good that, like, he acknowledges it because, you know, he's had history with PWG. He's done stuff with them over the years. And, you know, I think he's, I don't know if he, like, scouts some of the guys in PWG and bring them on to Dark Elevation, but, you know,
did he
it's
have,
good
like, an ownership stake in it?
I believe so. I believe he has.
Because Super Dragon owns it, but it was
But I
him and
believe
Super Dragon, right?
Yeah, Super Dragon owns it, and I believe Excalibur is like a partial owner of the company. I don't know for certain. I don't know. Like that could be us just bullshitting right now, but we don't know.
Yeah, because for sure Super Dragon does own it, but yeah, I know Excalibur. Like you said, Excalibur has been like a heavy part of PWG over the years. Let's move over to Impact, to someone moving away from Impact and to WWE. It looks like WWE will be signing Eric Young in due time.
Yep. You want to know the funny thing, Teej? Because
yes.
I don't know if you saw or if you were on it. First thing I said is, well, Eric Young, the WWE confirmed. And then during the chat, I think it was Dave.
Yeah, Dave sends us the fucking shit 5 minutes right when the show's over. We're just rambling. 5 minutes in. PW Insiders confirmed that Eric Young will be returning to WWE.
And we're
This is
like, what
Dave
the
said.
hell?
What the fuck? Like, the man just got murdered. Wait 2 days to break this news.
I was joking and shit, right?
No, yeah, you were just joking around. Then all of a sudden, oh fuck, this man did a Miss Cleo on us. Shit,
Should have known. They killed him. You know, when Impact kills somebody, that means they out of here.
I know, but I'm thinking, in my head, I'm like, oh, he's probably gonna take a break or some shit. No, man, I was right. I was jokingly right.
But yeah, more murder. More murder in
murder.
professional wrestling.
And he woke up in Valhalla. He's about to wake up in Valhalla.
That shit was funny, bro.
Oh, wait, I can't say that no more because they
Sarah
have a
Logan.
person named Valhalla there.
Sarah Logan.
Yeah, they legit have a person named Valhalla. Oh, God. You can't wake up in Valhalla. You're going to have beef.
Yeah.
With Eric.
I mean, no disrespect.
Is he Eric or yeah, he's Eric, right?
Eric.
Yeah.
Ro.
Yeah, basically, row.
Row your boat.
But yeah, there's no details on what his role is going to be, whether it's main roster or NXT. They just know that he's going back. So I wonder what will Eric Young be doing back on the WWE side. I can see him being a coach.
Bro, have you seen how Nikki Cross is turning?
Nikki Cross.
Well,
So Sanity.
tell me you don't see that?
while me and Six were watching this whole skit take place, this man was talking about, the sickness. And I basically mentioned, is your sickness your sanity, Eric Young? And then I realized that Nikki Cross was wearing the sanity jacket during War Games.
Yep.
So
He did say this.
all we need is Alexander Wolf and Nikki Cross, his wife, Big Damo, and there we go, faction back. Maybe we can beat the shit out of Hit Row more. Fuck!
Can we call him Big Damo? Can we call him Big Damo?
Yeah, he's gonna be Killian Dane again. Yeah.
Which I didn't hate the name. I actually like that name.
No, that name wasn't.
I don't
bad.
hate it, but
But Big Damo,
we all know him as
is
Big
a
Damo
hard name.
in the UK.
That's a
In
hard
the UK
name.
promotions.
I mean, he was with Control Your Bullshit.
Oh man, he was with the
and to
Fight
be
Club
honest,
guys.
Though that
gotta-
don't exist no more. So
Yeah, exactly. They buried it. Fucking Triple H took a big, huge, pivotal part and said, bye.
it's a shitty NWA
So much
faction
for
now.
EC3 and Braun Strowman trying to cosplay their inner Tyler Durdens.
Yeah. You ever seen Fight Club? Yeah, we have.
This is Control Your Narrative, bitch.
It's the same shit.
All right, let's
You ever
talk.
seen Raw Underground?
Oh Lord.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
But with text.
And dancing girls.
Text.
Yeah, they have text on the screen and shit. Yeah.
But now let's talk this AEW Dynamite rating.
Oh yeah, I got ratings for Raw and NXT.
Okay, so do you want to do those?
Yeah, let me do these first, and I'll let you do AEW after. All right, for Raw being commercial free for 1 hour, the ratings didn't do shit for it.
Really?
1.67 million viewers, within a line that Raw has been doing within the recent weeks. Drew a 0.40 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic. The latter was the lowest non-holiday number of the year. The only episodes that year that were lower were on January 1st, July 4th, and October 31st, Halloween. Hour one throughout the show at 8 p.m. going into 9 p.m. was 1.96 million viewerships because it was commercial free. That was the highest viewership they had, going close to 2 million. Hour two from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., it dropped at least about maybe 25%. 1.62 million viewers. And then probably another 20% by 10 p.m. going into 11, 1.45 million viewers. Even though the show was pretty strong, but not even a commercial free 1 hour show could even boost this shit up. NXT, 644,000 viewers on the USA Network, up 3.2% from last week. It's still the second lowest audience total since October 4th. In the 18 to 49 demographic, they finished 35th on the cable charts with a 0.13 rating. Up 8.3% but last week, but ties NXT's second lowest rating in the category since July 5th.
In the mud.
I guess people were complaining there were too many matches on NXT. Like, there were 8 fucking matches. I'm like, God damn. And then this too, half hour of the beginning of the first hour was commercial free. So what the fuck? What's going on here? WWE? You know, besides, fucking taking down our shit, what the fuck is going on with you guys?
Right? Leave us alone. Focus on your ratings.
Like, fuck off.
But no, I think I've been saying since we dropped NXT that it probably shouldn't be on TV. And I mean, like, these are not terrible, awful ratings, and the network is probably fine with it, and they'll probably renew. But I mean, as I don't see the pull in NXT anymore. Yeah. Because of, like, it used to be the quasi alternative for people who were tired of main roster WWE. It's not that anymore.
Yeah, that's AEW now.
Yeah, like, now there's a real alternative. And even beyond that, the guy who was running it is now just running WWE.
Yep. So
it's like that dynamic is over. So it is developmental in that sense. So if you want to watch a 2-hour developmental show on TV, I guess there you go. But I don't know too many people who are going to be into that. But yeah, let's talk the Dynamite rating. 870,000 viewers, which is down 1% from last week's episode, which was a Thanksgiving Eve. So it's technically a holiday episode. A 2.6 in the 18 to 49 key demographic, which is down 18% from last week, which ties the Tuesday Dynamite for the lowest rating 18 to 49 this year. Which, I mean, that is not great. Like, there's no way to spin that. Like, I mean, they were number 5 on the charts behind mostly basketball content. So, I mean, it's not the worst in terms of the ranking, but it is eyebrow raising to say the least, considering they dropped that much from a holiday episode at that. So it does lead, and everybody's gonna have their takes about what the cause of it is. Like, it's these guys shouldn't have been on the show, or this guy should have been on the show, or But it's like, man, the Elite main evented. They advertised MJF cutting his promo way in advance. So I don't know. I mean, you can't look at one rating and be like, oh my God, that sky's falling. What do we do? But you do just take it into account if you're Tony Khan and just be like, all right, let's see what happened here, what didn't work, and how we can move forward.
Yeah, I mean, just reevaluate what you did on this show. Look at some of the things that you might have thought were wrong here, and just fix it. Maybe the viewership will go up. Like, look, AEW gets 1 million viewers. Like, Rampage, don't even get me started. But AEW does get 1 million viewers. The fact that, like, we're down to the 6 digits, people are just being like, oh no, it's like, we went wrong, this is not good. Like, didn't y'all watch the show? Weren't y'all not thrilled of everything that went on in that show? So what? I mean, yeah, the ratings do matter, but so what? The show didn't suck. Just a lot of people weren't watching it. Maybe people were watching something else, or people have lives. They got to get up in the morning to go to work.
They were watching Wednesday on a Wednesday.
Yeah, but and I was saying, like, that maybe this was just because Raw was down bad, NXT down bad, AEW down bad. Maybe this just wasn't the week for wrestling.
Yeah, that's true. That could just be the case. Like, it's not about, like, other things were more important than watching wrestling. It's just maybe some people just didn't watch it.
Fellas, are you ready?
I believe I am ready.
No!
Okay.
Hazel, are you ready?
Oh,
I'm fucking ready.
You're not.
Yeah, I'm ready to take that belt away from you.
Never. Then, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home.
Oh my God.
Let's get ready to banter.
AEW Dynamite from Indianapolis, Indiana. We open this show with the man, Jon Moxley. He hits the ring, crowd's cheering. There's some weirdo in the crowd with a corny owns the Young Buck sign. I know he got that poor section smelling crazy.
Oh, damn. Why you gotta say it like
I know it. I just know
You
it.
don't know that. You don't know that.
I know he got that section smelling crazy. Mox grabs the mic. He puts over, at the beginning of my career a long time ago, I would wrestle right down the road. He named one of the local armories and got a pop from the crowd. He's like, but it's been a long time since then. I've had a long run. And there's only 3 things that are a certainty in this world. And that's death, taxes, and John Moxley.
Moxley. Yeah.
Says there's no one that can outwork me, outbleed me, outsweat me. I'm at the top of the food chain here in AEW. And I do what I want. I say what I want. And there ain't a man in this building, in this arena, within 100 miles of this place that can tell me any different. And on cue, the cowboy. Hangman Adam Page. His music hits. He comes out. He walks to the ring with
Page.
Mr. Adam Hangman Page. He walks to the ring with purpose, by God. Excalibur says he's still, he's here because he's looking to be cleared for in-ring action, but he's not technically cleared yet. So he gets in the ring, and Mox looks at him. He's like, you sure you want to do this after what happened last time? And then he takes a pause, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you not remember last time? And then Hangman pops on him. And they're brawling. Refs come out to break it up. Mox runs up the ramp to get him at one point, and then he fucking trips off the stage. But luckily, he was okay.
Botchamania.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a Botchamania.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, they brawl off to the back. A lot of people noted that Mox went out of the heel tunnel while Hangman went out the face tunnel. But yeah, I love this shit. Mox and Hangman have an unfinished business. It's great, and it's great to see them get back to it. And it's a perfect pivot for Mox out of the world title scene. Immediately give him something to do after, the whole Regal and MJF stuff.
So no vacation still.
I guess he was like, man, I'm working. I'm here. Whatever. And it's like the wifey coming with me too now. So it's like, whatever. It is what it is.
Well, I mean, honestly, I give John Moxley all the credit, even after the whole fucking all-out media scrum shit. He stayed committed. They gave him another world title reign, and at this point, I think I'm not gonna say in general Moxley was the poster boy for AEW, but the way he would talk while he was champion. It made you feel like, okay, this guy is the legitimate, true face of this company. This is the guy that's going to lead the company to the future, right or wrong. So we get this fucking fight between these two guys because we go back to when he fucking clocked him in the head and he got him concussed. So now this feels a little personal, minus the little slip up in the stage and shit.
That shit was hilarious.
It still feels,
He's a savage, bro.
It still feels real because you want to get your fucking hands on this man, right?
But that's what made it feel real. The fact that he was nuts, bro.
TJ put out the actual fact because, I just now saw it. I had to rewind this shit. I just now saw it. Moxley left through the heel tunnel. Hangman leads to the fucking face tunnel. And we're going to talk more about what happens later when we get back to them, but it's also like, so it's either, this is my theory, either Moxley's leaving the Blackpool Combat Club and going to turn heel, or everyone in the Combat Club is turning heel with him.
Or Regal's going to WWE.
Oh, that's... people want to rumor that.
Shut
It's like I said, everybody... You let these motherfuckers on the internet tell it. Everybody wants to leave AEW. Even Tony himself wants to leave AEW.
Nah, it's just I heard that supposedly one of the clauses in this thing is that he asked for that, where
which
if Triple H were to get
to me. That's absurd to me.
You heard about that though, right?
Hey, can I get this clause in my contract that states that if Triple H takes power in WWE, I can go back? They go, what? I can see if he had an option on it, because a lot of AEW contracts have options. It
was like one of those Brian Pillman contracts. It was like one of those guaranteed contracts where it gets renegotiated within a matter of months.
Yeah, your contract is supposed to be for X amount of years, say 3 years. But again, you have its option periods, negotiation periods. So after a year or 6 months or whatever, you can negotiate and either up the contract, do whatever or separate. So I can see that being a scenario where like Regal's option came up and he was just like, all right, I'll go back. But I think the idea that he worked this crazy clause into his contract, if he did, then that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. And I don't know why you would do that, Tony, but I don't think that's true at all.
I don't even want to think that either. I think, you know, I don't know what it is. Like, it can't be just, he wants to go back to WWE because Triple H is running shit. No, that can't be the case.
And if he does, that's cool. Like, whatever.
If it is, cool. But there has to be an actual reason, an ulterior motive as to why people are literally going out of their way of saying this guy's leaving the company.
Oh, well, you know, like I said, you know why? Because those people, they want everybody to leave AEW. They want AEW to fail.
They salty.
Yeah. And then every day that AEW doesn't fail, they get saltier and salty. So
fucking fickle, you fickle assholes.
Isn't that what MJF called them later?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with him.
We don't talk about Max later.
Until he unveiled that hideous... Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that shit.
We'll talk about all that. But before we do, let's talk about the first match of the evening. Bryan Danielson versus Dax Harwood. They're wrestling early on. Dax goes for the sharpshooter, and Dragon counters like, predictable Brett Mark. And he makes the ropes. Then they hit the corners and start chopping each other. And goddamn, do they start chopping. Then Dragon sends Dax outside, follows with a tope suicida, and they keep trading into the break. We come back, and Dax is in process of hitting 3 rolling German suplexes, and then he considers going to the top, but then remembers that he is not a flippy guy. So he stacks Dragon with a pile driver. That gets a near fall, and then Dragon takes control. Taz is like, his chest looks like a pastrami, if you're familiar with that kind of food. and then these fools just start talking about Italian meats, which ends with Tony going, gabagool?
Gabagool?
Over.
You my everything over.
So they fight up top. Danielson goes for an avalanche back suplex, but Dax reverses into a crossbody. But then Danielson reverses the crossbody mid-air into a cover for a near fall. That was sick. Like, they had a couple of these where one would counter a move in mid-air, but then the other guy would counter the counter while they're in mid-air still. So it'd be like 2 counters in mid-air. It was crazy. They start trading headbutts. And then Dax hits this lariat, and Danielson fucking eats it and is like, yeah, I'm like that. So then Dragon comes back with a even bigger lariat, and Dax eats that one like, I too am like that. So then they just start trading lariats back and forth, and then they double down, and then the crowd starts chanting that the AEW video game is awesome. Yes. Because they keep going, fight forever, this is awesome, fight forever. So I guess they all played Fight Forever before.
They played the beta version.
Yeah, they all got a free beta for buying tickets, and they all love it.
Yep.
So Dax, he changed into the sharpshooter, but Dragon gets the ropes. He pulls him into the middle, and Mr. Small Package strikes, but Dax is wise to that, and they trade until Dragon chains into the label lock. Dax taps out, and Bryan Danielson wins, and that shows why you never, ever try to out Small Package Bryan Danielson. He is Mr. Small Package.
But that was a lot of these guys put on a nice little clinic. They were wrestling in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? They were wrestling all around ringside. Like, I love this shit, man.
A great match. They
took it everywhere on some Steve Austin and Triple H shit.
This was indeed my match of the night. I feel like when I saw this match, I feel like Bryan Danielson traveled through time. Like he wrestled Dax Harwood here. Dax Harwood felt like he came out of Mid-South or NW fucking A. This was an instant classic indeed. And these two actually pulled it off so fucking well.
Tony with absolute Ricky Starks. Talk about the
absolute.
Yes, the Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal is next week. And of course, for the first time, it will be won by someone other than MJF.
Yes.
So Ricky's like, hold on, Tony. I want to announce that I'm going to be in that Battle Royal because I'm coming for everything you have, Max. I'm coming for the Diamond Ring. I'm coming for the World Championship. I want your spot, Max, because I am owed everything that you have, too. He says he's going to win that battle royal. And then some.
Now, can we
Ricky
do
Starks
something
is
with
that
this
man, bro.
fucking ring, please? Can we please do something with this ring?
What do you mean? They've been telling a story all year with the ring.
Yeah, with MJF. I'm like, what do you, why do you have the ring? What is the motive for you wearing this ring?
He's a heel.
I don't get it, man. Like,
He's a heel.
Don't you realize that like they built the ring up all year as like this thing MJF did, and he finally like cast it aside for once and moved on to the brass knucks, and now we have there's going to be a new
ring guy.
They built up the ring. The ring matters.
There's going to be a new ring bearer.
Yeah, there's going to be a new ring bearer. And because MJF for 3 years has been the ring guy, and now he's the world champion, it makes you believe, oh, well, whoever wins the ring, that guy's going to be world champion. Something. He's going to do something.
He's going to be the next guy. It's like what the IC belt was back in the day.
Yeah. So, yeah, they built up the ring. So, and Ricky, and I like that Ricky's like, yo, I'm going to win that ring because I'm taking it all. Everything you've taken over the years, Max, I'm taking it too. That feud, I'm ready for that feud. Because MJF, he is very good at talking spicy, and he loves talking spicy. But Ricky, you ain't gonna outspice Ricky.
Nah, that boy.
I'm ready for that.
Talking shit.
But we cut to the parking lot where Hangman and Mox are still going.
I don't know why. See, that's when I knew Mox was going crazy. It was the moment he tripped. After that, I was like, "Oh, he wilded."
Yeah, he wilded for respect. This shit hyped me up. I was like, "Let's go!" And he's still going. Like, yeah, like because at first I thought this was just like a regular Hangman segment because it's just him at first, and he's walking past security guards. He just like pushes them out the way and jumps toward Mox. I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, the way I saw it was okay. Security is ejecting Hangman out of the building, but all of a sudden. He makes this quick right. Here comes Moxley with a fucking right. I'm like, what the fuck? So he was just standing behind the cameraman that whole time then?
Nah, he ran around the corner. He did a ring around the rosy. And then blow.
Wait, remember when Eddie Kingston did it to CM Punk?
Yep. You gotta hit him with a ring around the rosy. You just pop up. Yeah. Blow. Oh shit.
Gotta make him think, all right, I'm good. Psych.
But again, this builds up a few. Like, I'm hoping they add like some sort of stipulation when they face off against each other. This can't just be another regular match. Like, we gotta end this rivalry to move on to something else, right? So it has to end off in like some big gimmick match.
Texas death match.
Yeah, that dog collar match.
That would be good too.
I mean,
I like Texas Death Match because like they both have had big Texas Death matches over the past few years.
Ooh, maybe
you know what
lights
I'm thinking?
out.
Bring the strap.
Maybe non-saction lights out.
I'm thinking bring the strap because
strap match.
Yeah, Savio Vega Stone Cold.
Minus the four corners.
No. They didn't.
Yeah,
have
no
it
four
like
corners rule. Just
they just beat the shit out of each other with the goddamn strap. You remember?
Yeah.
Or did they? I don't remember them having the.
No, I think they didn't have four corners. They just beat the shit out of each other with the strap.
Yeah, they just with the damn strap.
And they were really.
I think it was Rock and Triple H that had the four corners.
They were really stiff with each other too throughout that whole match.
We got Renee Paquette in Nashville at the media center with the BCC and the Jazz, or rather just Claudio and Yuta. Renee asked Claudio about his upcoming championship match with Jericho at Final Battle. Or rather, she tries. But 2.0 cut in and is like, hey, Claudio, when you lose to Jericho and you have to join the JAS, you're going to be a sports entertainer. You're like the yodel, right?
That's the gimmick?
Be a yodeler.
You're going to be a yodeler.
Time out. That's the gimmick? Claudio loses, he has to... No. They did not do that. Please tell me they did not do that.
I mean, I think it telegraphs that he's probably going to win.
Yeah. My favorite thing is that fucking Claudio gets pissed.
Like, look, I understand that. We all know for a fact, like, when it's going to be the case that, like, Claudio's going to beat Jericho. He's going to win back the world title. But why did they need to add that gimmick? Like, what do they gain? Like,
I guess they felt like since this feud has gone on forever, they had to add something. Fucking then Daniel Garcia is like, the BCC's falling apart, and then Yuta's like, yo, shut the fuck up about things you don't know about, all right?
Oh my God, what if Wheeler Yuta becomes a sports entertainer?
Oh God, no. I actually really liked Hager in this because Hager's like, I like this hat. While Claudio's trying to talk, I like this hat. And then he pulls out another hat from his bag and he's like, Claudio, I know you're a sports entertainer at heart. So once you lose and you join us, you take the hat. We'll be a tag team again. And that's when Claudio gets pissed. Like, I'm serious shit. Fucking Renee telling 2.0 to shut up.
Facts.
2.0 was like, let me finish. And everybody was like, no,
just
you
taking over the fucking interview.
But yeah, Yuta tells Garcia to put up that pure title at Final Battle, and Garcia agrees. And all right, so while I did have fun with this little bit, I do want to say it's been a month and a half, almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Since the whole Garcia Jericho situation ended up with Garcia going back to Jericho.
Yeah.
And I feel like Tony missed an opportunity.
Yeah. Same here.
He did.
Missed opportunity. If the Jazz would have gone on and do something else, like that was cooler and bigger and would have, done more for their characters, I could have seen it. Yeah. But they're still feuding with the BCC.
And we've been doing this shit since May, bro. Since fucking May.
It's kind of a repeat what happened with basically the Inner Circle.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God, we're doing this shit
It's the Jericho thing. Like, he has good feuds, but then they go past their sell-by.
They drag on, yeah.
They drag on and on.
Yep.
So, like, I do think that Claudio and Jericho and Yuta and Garcia, those are like the final two loose ends. And after Final Battle, I think it's really over.
I'm hoping so.
But no, I do feel like this whole situation has sort of damaged Daniel Garcia's opportunity as like a hot rising star.
Yeah, they
it's by no means unsalvageable. They can fix it, of course. And I do feel like Tony still has some sort of plans for him. But I'm just saying I gave it a shot. And so far, it feels like Daniel Garcia turning face is a missed opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, like Tony Khan, you blew it right there on making someone transition from sports entertainer to now a professional wrestler. I mean, he's holding on to a title that is basically made for pro wrestlers.
Yeah. And it's even more striking because, like, we've had a bunch of acts in AEW get hot recently, and Tony has gone with them. Like, the Acclaimed got hot, Tony went with them. Jamie Hayter got hot, Tony went with her.
But Tony has not gone with FTR, which...
FTR got like 55 fucking titles. Of course he's gone with them.
Nah, man. But what I mean by that is like lean into it.
He's definitely behind MJF.
Lean into it. Like fucking let's do it already. And I mean now they're doing it, so I'm not,
Look,
whatever.
I'm saying this right now. Final Battle, Ring of Honor, AEW Tag Team titles online, the Acclaim FTR. Give it to the fucking FTR.
The Acclaim and FTR are already having a match.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now we have the Acclaimed and FTR coming up. Now you have to beat one. Who do you beat?
Yeah, that is the question. Who do you
understand? Now do you see why Tony has probably avoided giving them their title match for so long?
So, like,
because unless they're gonna win, do you want to beat them right now?
Why do I feel like this isn't?
That's what I'm saying. I would have pulled the trigger on FTR first. So then that way we can have them lose to somebody who's a heel faction or whatever, or a heel tag team. And then that way, then we could bring up the Acclaim. But
this is literally an actual scary situation.
I feel like the Acclaim still had a little more time in the bubble where they could have seasoned and it would have been fine. You feel me? But with FTR, it's long overdue to me. You feel me?
I don't know. I feel like the Acclaimed, it had to be when they won it, like that period. It didn't have to necessarily be at Grand Slam, but during that pocket, I feel like it had to be then, or he was gonna miss it. And I think he saw that and he went.
I mean,
because I think FTR is like so hot, like they're bulletproof, and plus they got all those other titles. So it's they may not be like top of the tops in AEW right now, but because they've got so much other cool shit that they're doing right now and that they've got going on, they still feel like big stars. I get the quandary of these guys are hot, and I don't want to just beat them in a match where whatever.
That's what I'm saying. You add in that third element, which could be the Ass Boys for all we know, because they've
sort of
been
pumping them up lately. Yeah,
and then look at the other two teams that they present later on.
Yeah,
that can also be a part of that.
Yeah,
as always, AEW Tag Division is deep. They got shooters.
I hope y'all watched Rampage yesterday, so y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
Now we got the AEW TNT Championship on the line. AR Fox versus Samoa Joe.
Hell yeah.
The king of television.
So we just gave our boy Tony some constructive criticism, right?
Yep.
So let's balance that out with some big praise for signing AR Fox.
Let's fucking go.
Homeboy, how long have we said AR Fox should be on national TV?
Since we saw him in the Indies.
Yeah.
Like
we saw him
legit
in Queens.
Yep.
For a very long time, AR Fox should have been on TV years ago.
That was before the pandemic. Way before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So damn.
So I love that AR Fox got signed. I love that he's here. Fantastic shit. And against the king of television, no less. Let's go.
For the TNT title also. Shit.
I love that Joe is the king of television.
By the way, this is when I noticed a sign in the crowd that says support trans kids and trans rights.
I did see that, yes.
I saw that also.
Wrestlers were showing that love.
Yeah.
Over the course of the show. Kenny he pointed to it after the show. I think Willow was showing the love. A lot of people showed the love.
Someone had a sign that said X-Pac rules. I'm like,
yeah.
okay.
The picture up.
Good shit, but
I'm putting
wrong
the picture
show.
up.
Bow. X-Pac.
Yeah, I know the picture of me, right?
Yeah.
The fucking fan with the shirt.
Bow, bow.
Brilliant. The quintessential X-Pac fan. But yeah, Joe, he's beating down Fox early, but Fox comes back with an enziguri, follows him with a dive, but classic Samoa Joe. You try to dive on this man, he sees it coming, he walk right out the way.
Walk the fuck out the way.
But then AR Fox is like, I have seen a Samoa Joe match or two. I knew you were going to do that. And he comes back and hits him with a big pump kick. So, we go into the break, we come back. He goes up top one more time for another dive, but Joe sees this one coming too. And this time, AR Fox ain't ready for it. And then he fucking ran over and pounced AR Fox into the rope. I was
This
like, yo,
man
what?
He tried to murder a motherfucker. Yo.
I was like, yo, you
He
wildin',
tried to
Joe.
kill motherfuckers out here.
And then he hit the muscle buster and he got the win. This was a hell of a fun match. Admittedly, like I said at the time, I was confused about Joe winning the TNT title, but the more it goes, the more I'm with it.
He's elevating that belt.
Yes, I actually fucked with this heavy. The king of television.
Speaking of elevating this belt, we got a case of Wendy in the video package with Wardlow. Yeah, well, not a video package. He was live, but yeah.
Yeah. He popped up on
Is
the
that a
Tron.
split screen?
He was like, I hope you enjoy playing the role, Joe. No, what did he say about the nickname? He was like, oh, yeah, King of Television. It's a great nickname.
That's a great nickname.
Almost as good as War Joe.
Like, fuck out of here with that stupid ass name. But I like that name, so I was like, hey,
I like War Joe.
CM Punk! CM Punk! No, so, I like the name War Joe, but
I did too.
I didn't hate it. I mean, it was a combination of, War and Joe.
Yeah.
Fine.
And then Wardlow is like, Joe, this ain't your world. This is Wardlow's world.
Yeah.
And then the crowd chants Wardlow.
Yeah.
And then Joe did a great job of selling it. He was like, hey, what?
I don't know, but I'm kind of
shit.
tired of that goddamn.
What, Wardlow's world?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting over it.
I do kind of not like Wardlow's world. I love Wardlow.
I used to love Wardlow. I used to love him when he first said it, but it's like
it's getting annoying now.
It's corny now.
As a one-time thing, it was like, oh yeah, that was kind of dope.
Yeah.
But your catchphrase though?
Here's the thing, guys. What was worse? Ryback rules or Wardlow's world?
See, I liked Ryback rules.
I like Ryback rules too.
Okay, you guys are fucking assholes.
You know why?
I'd rather go with Wardlow's world.
You know why? It's because O'Doyle rules. That's why.
Because that's when he was just being like an absolute dickhead.
Yeah, he was being
a bully.
That's exactly. He was being O'Doyle.
Ryback rules. I like that shit.
And then they all got fucking, what is it? They drove off a cliff or some shit.
I got dark.
Rules.
O'Doyle rules.
Idiots. The whole family. They drove off a fucking cliff.
We got Hobbs in the hood.
In the hood.
That
Niggas
man's
is shooting
in
dice
Oakland,
outside. He
walking
walks by.
It was
they like,
playing
hold up.
CeeLo, fam.
They was like, yo, who that?
It's like, yo, the
know this cat?
minute they see Hobbs there, it's like, yo, my nigga, they just saw Debo, like, oh, shit.
Boy, he was on some
Back up.
Debo shit.
Yeah, they should have gave him a fucking bike.
Pulled up on a bike.
They should have gave him the bike.
And then after he leaves.
Yo, fucking beach cruiser on the bike. Oh, my God.
Why
then
do I
after
have
you
my
leave-
ear out like we watching the show? What's wrong with me?
Right? Homeboy after you leave is like, yo, watch that cat though. And then
he's
Hobbs
like-
walks up in the barbershop.
And it says to be continued.
Yeah, and then where it ends is literally in the barbershop. God damn it, yo. This is the hoodest shit I ever seen.
Yo.
I was like, yeah.
I love
like,
that
yeah, who-
AEW is bringing back vignettes.
I'm like,
Yo,
yo,
I love
whoever's
their
filming
vignettes.
this,
Hell yeah.
I'm like, yo, whoever is filming this is really gritty. This is really real. And oh my God, they're making Will Hobbs.
I want to say this is the guy that used to film the GCW shit that they had for a while.
I'm hoping it's him. But yo, this is really giving Will Hobbs a fucking backstory indeed.
Yes, I love this shit.
And every time he does a vignette, it's like, okay, let's see what he does next year. Even though they're short, but it's just like, what little he says is like a fucking clue or hint of what's gonna come next.
It's perfect short form storytelling. Like in this couple of minutes, you see like it's a bunch of niggas in the hood, and then this motherfucker walks by.
Yo, it's so funny, bro. They chilling, they macking, playing CeeLo, smoking, chilling, back in the back alley. You know how we do out here. Just chilling. Probably got a 40 somewhere on the side.
Yeah.
Or a beer of your choice. I used to drink OE, don't ask me why. Eventually I upgraded myself to other nicer beers. But I started off with OE 40s. It was cheap. I was young. Shit happens. But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you paint that picture, it's like, it made me feel home, which is weird.
What the fuck?
And
Another sign pops up that says, sorry, you're stuck at work, Derek.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
That's
what
sad.
the
Fuck.
That
I guess
sounds
somebody
like
was trolling their boy who couldn't go to the show.
that sounds like some shit that would happen to me. That's a me thing. Sorry, you're stuck at work, 6.
Me and Yoshi should have did that the first Grand Slam.
I would have thrown a tomato at the damn TV. Don't ask me why I'd have random ass tomatoes, but yeah, that would have thrown a tomato at the TV. You a mother black.
But yeah, yo, speaking of AEW vignettes returning, we follow this with Technique by Taz. I was so happy.
With his own son.
With Hook.
And Lee Moriarty.
Yeah, it was like, let's look at Hook and how he dispatched of Lee Moriarty last week. And he went through all his techniques, of course, ending with the Kata Hajime, or as Hook calls it, the Red Rum.
Yeah, he even said it like that.
Yo, if this wasn't some Madden shit, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
What happened?
If this wasn't on some Madden shit, I don't know what is. Because, yo, they literally...
That's why I love it.
And he gets
I
the
loved
elbow
it.
in right here, and then they put the little circle with the
They put
line.
the little fucking
circles and shit. I
circles
love
and the
that
fucking
shit.
arrows, and I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
shit
Yo,
was
they
dope.
really
Technique
doing
by
sports
Taz.
logistics
And
here.
they had the little sound.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was great.
Technique by Taz is my shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, bring back all the AEW classics.
Yep.
And now, come back from commercial break.
Bring
And
back
we
the
are-
rating system. Fuck.
Agreed. But I guess Tony was like, it's too difficult to work with. But
Dun,
we come back from break with the evil ass theme
dun,
playing,
dun, 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 dun,
and William
dun.
Regal walking down to the ring. As Excalibur
Well, actually,
points
yeah,
out,
they played his theme, and his theme is weird. I thought
Yeah, I've
he
never-
should have just came out to MJF's theme.
Have we ever heard William Regal's AEW
I
theme
don't think
before?
so.
this is the first time I've heard it.
Same here.
It sounds very, very.
It fits him. It's evil fucking lordship type shit.
It gives me vibes of the version of his song,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah,
their
like
version.
slow and reverbed and
It
shit.
essentially is, baby. You know this power
Why?
for William Regal.
Yeah.
But Excalibur points out, as soon as John Moxley was removed from the building, this man comes slithering back in. Which, yes, that explains.
He's
that
a
explains why
snake.
Regal is here.
He's
Yeah.
a snake, which to me is
Clever
like
fucking line there, Excalibur.
when he said he's a snake. Part of me was like, "Oh, he really going over there, ain't he?" Legit, bro. The Tony Khan is over here voicing his opinion. He's a fucking sick. Why'd he put that in this contract? He should have. He probably knew some shit.
Can't put that. Tony, that's your fault if you put it in his contract.
God damn it! How are you gonna put it in your contract that if Hunter becomes the owner, that you're gonna go back? Fuck, man. Who would have fucking guessed that shit? Vince McMahon wasn't gonna die anytime soon. We ain't know Vince was gonna get caught up in some bullshit.
Bullshit. But
Stop
Regal,
fucking them paralegals.
he grabs the mic. He introduces our world champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. MJF is here.
Better lit. And we can use it without getting a copyright strike.
Yeah, we can use that because it's free domain, public domain.
Yeah.
Fucking play the whole song. Fuck you.
Yeah, I can run it all the way through if I so chose.
Fucking always trying to play us.
Yeah. So MJF grabs the mic. He sets out to tell us how he and Regal came together, how their unholy union happened. Says after the firm attacked him, Regal sent him an email. Regal says, I see you've become weak, Maxwell. And while I see the potential in you to be a great villain, perhaps even the greatest villain, you mustn't grab the Dynamite diamond ring to be AEW World Champion. You must grab the brass ring.
He didn't even say ring. He said the brass one.
Yeah, they're definitely playing with the WWE terminology and shit.
Yep.
He says he had Regal. Says Regal had me use those knucks not only to win the championship, but to leave an emotional scar on John Moxley. That knowledge that you were outsmarted by MJF.
Beast.
Says, I respect the firm for attacking me in my weakness. In fact, I would have done the same thing. But as far as they go, chasing people down requires effort. And effort, as you people know, is for pores.
Fuck you. I put a lot of effort into everything that I do.
Yeah, well, you know, that's he talking shit.
Fuck you.
He says, as champion, I wanted to bring change. And now looking at this championship belt, it makes me sick. It reminds me of the men who held it before me. And let's be honest, while they may have been talented in their own right, none of those men are me. So this belt, much like you people, is garbage. And he throws it outside the ring. Has Regal unveil his presentation in the ring. And it is a goddamn Burberry belt.
You want to know what my beef with it is? This title belt is so fucking ugly. Let me unveil the same exact title with a different splash of paint on it.
With a Burberry logo.
Yeah,
like,
that's all I
the fuck, you idiot. It's the same fucking shit.
So
you could have just got it re-leathered.
Let me get this straight. You mean to tell me
I can go get any one of these titles that I have here re-leathered.
You mean to tell me
that's not a
you're
new
the champion? Hold on, let me get this straight.
Did this after the pay-per-view when you won.
You're the champion, and you're gonna unveil a new belt. So you do this, and then you unveil the exact same belt with fucking different leathering. That is just so fucking lazy.
You see this belt?
It's lazy.
This belt is shit. Fuck this belt. Now, this belt is where it's at.
That's exactly what he did. And that's why I was so fucking mad. I was like, yo, if you're going to unveil a new belt, unveil a new belt. Don't give me the same shit with a different coat of paint and call it new.
And you know what makes it worse? You know what makes it worse? They zoom in on the belt, and William Regal is literally caressing that shit very creepy. I'm like, why in the fuck?
Bruh. See, I thought at least, right? Okay, we get a Burberry belt. But we get different plates. Like, not even like that much different. Like, maybe more diamonds, maybe more this. It's the same fucking plates.
Like, you wouldn't think the center plate would have been like just his fucking face.
It still reminds you of the same people that you were just talking shit about. It's the same.
But Kenny Omega never held a Burberry belt.
So fucking what? It's the same fucking shit. It's the same shit, bro.
Fucking shout out to the best part of this segment, Tony Schiavone. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen. This shit sucks.
Hold on. Did they call it a new belt when Warrior changed the colors?
No.
Did they call it a new belt when fucking Goldust made the Intercontinental title gold?
Gold. No.
No, but that was
when
fire.
Shawn made it white.
No.
So then explain to me how this makes sense. The only times that they actually acknowledged that the belt was a different belt in any other company ever is when they gave him a different belt with a different set of plates.
Can I say this real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, the Smoking Skull belt, a whole different belt. Fucking, well, The Rock never used it, but the Brahma Bull belt, a whole different belt. The spinner of John Cena's both belts. They called it
Edge spinner too. Edge had one too, right?
Huh?
Yeah, Edge had one too, but only the center plate was different.
See, that one I didn't like that much either because it's kind of the same.
Actually,
but at least he changed the center.
At least he changed the middle. One. At least he changed it. It's not the same exact plates because he changed the center plate.
back to this MJF segment, this 30-hour segment.
Yeah, this was fucking 17 minutes
he spoke
long,
a lot.
man.
But everything he said was like every bar, so yeah.
Yep.
No.
Minus
what did
the
you
belt
not like?
unveiling.
What did you not like? Oh, I know what you didn't like.
I'll get to what I didn't like.
I know you didn't like. You don't believe that shit.
Yeah.
I don't believe that shit.
I actually did like that part.
Oh,
I actually did like that part. But yeah, let's get to that part. He says he's the only man deserving to be world champ. Not your overrated darlings. Not fake tough guys like Eddie Kingston. Crowd goes crazy for Eddie. He's like, chant his name all you want. He will never be world champion. And he says, fake stars like Ricky Starks. Or the middest of the mid. Fake wrestlers like Bryan Danielson. Fake wrestlers like Bryan Danielson.
Boo! That's a lot.
I applaud Max for delivering a line that he definitely did not believe with conviction.
But he said it like he believed it with conviction.
You said it like he believed it, but you know you ain't believe that shit.
And at that point during the promo,
God don't believe that shit.
He was rambling on like, yo.
By this
I understand
point,
you were trying to build up to something, but my God.
By this point, he was meandering. But then by this point, I see him and Regal like exchange a look. And then everything clicks into my head and I see where this segment is going. And then I need him to get there already. I'm like, all right, get there. I'm like, all right, I see where you're going to get there already.
It's like,
I'm like, all right, this is where it happens.
So yeah, then he starts talking about 2024 and, you know, bidding war, Nick Khan, Triple H, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
The shot pop of that diminishes every time he does it.
If they're dead ass serious with this,
Hollywood.
If they're dead ass serious with this, I think we're going to be seeing that big Burberry belt for a good minute now.
I'm sure, but I do think he should like chill out on the 2024 shit, at least for, you know, the next couple of months.
The part I didn't like about that little part is like, he's like, oh, jolly old Saint Nick and trips. I'm like, oh God, no, I don't.
Like it first worked, like it was this big salacious thing when you first did it. Now it's starting to look like dick riding.
Yep.
So fall back from it for a little bit.
Refrain from saying these words.
I know, I get it. You're a heel for a reason, dude. I understand that, but still,
yeah. But he has so many things that make him interesting as a heel. That doesn't make him interesting.
No, it's just a trump card. That's all it is for him. It's just a fucking trump card. If they're gonna have him hold on to this title for, you know, going into the new year, because like I said, once he defeats Ricky Starks, that's when we officially start the winner of Maxwell, you know, with his long title reign. And like he said, Hollywood, because he's going to go be a fake Von Erich.
Yeah, he's talking about, I may not even stay in wrestling. I may just go to Hollywood.
Yep.
But then he's like, you know, there are some people out there who are very happy that I won the world championship. He then says, you know, you people who cheered me, I'm going to guess that you're probably going to turn on me too. You're going to complain that MJF never wrestles, that he's always talking too much. It keeps going on and on and on.
You're
and
doing
he's a
it
coward. Because you people are
like
fickle. Yeah, the crowd started chanting boring. He says, you people are going to tune in every week to see me lose the title. And saying that on a week where they got their lowest rating in a while is tough, but fair enough.
But you know what this also means? This also means it's gonna sell tickets more because everyone now wants to see MJF get his ass kicked.
Yeah,
it's gonna boost ratings because everybody wants to see every week MJF get his ass kicked.
But then he says, my title reign is gonna make Hulk Hogan, Jeff Jarrett, and JBL's reign seemed short and sweet.
Ew.
Says, my reign is going to make Bruno San Martino roll in his shitty little grave. He then turns to Regal, puts on the Nux, and says, I gotta have to address you now. Because without you, none of this is possible. These people may have booed you when you came out, but they respect you. They know what you mean to this business. They know the passion you have for this business. So he's putting over Regal, and I'm like, all right, do it already. And then he says, from the bottom of my heart, and then he clocks Regal in the back of the head.
The back of the neck, bro.
Yep.
You see it on the replay in slow-mo. It looks like one part of the nuck, like in the pinky area, like clocked him in the back of the head there. The rest... but that was a pretty nasty blow, though.
Mm-hmm. And then MJF stands over him. He says, funny you said I had much to learn when you're the one that made a deal with the devil. And then he leaves them with the same words Regal left them with in the email long ago. MJF exclusively hires top talent or top athletes.
Ooh.
When you're one of those, send me your stuff.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
So the meat of this was fucking strong. Like Max solidifying himself as the top heel, the heel champ, dealing with the loose end of the firm, setting up 3 future opponents in Ricky Starks, Eddie Kingston, and Bryan Danielson. And he did all of that in about 3 to 5 minutes of what was a 10+ minute talking segment.
This was 17.
This was
you go
extra.
on YouTube right now, find this clip. This was 17 minutes.
Yep. Like
a lot of this felt like an old MJF promo, and not necessarily in a great way, where he was doing a lot of the QT heel fluff, throwing in random cheap heat lines here and there. The 2024 stuff, using the same lines he's used a bunch of times by this point. Stuff that doesn't like really get heat or advance anything about his character. And like over the years, he started shedding that and got a lot better. So I was happy to see that. But here again, it felt like he reverted back to that, which I didn't really like. And like by the time he started talking about Danielson and he looked over at Regal, I knew he was going to turn on him. And I was like, oh, okay, yes, let's go. But then it took forever to get there.
Yeah.
But I do love that he turned on Regal.
I see with me, I like the stuff that he had said, right? So I was like enjoying like the promo. But at the same time, it was like, all right, this is getting long in the tooth. But other than that, like I feel like most of the shit he said, like it sounded, I guess, like he was, the guy. So I mean, I didn't have too beef. It was like a 2003 Triple H promo. Yeah.
No, this is basically every Raw promo when they open the show.
Oh damn! I didn't
it was
feel
15
that
minutes of I am the guy.
This was something that everyone was really expecting because last week we didn't see him. He was doing fake Von Erich stuff. I get it, but I think no matter the time length that this man had, I think it was well enough for him to like explain everything, talk his shit, unveil that disgusting remix of a belt, and just do the betrayal and shit. Now we know who he's gonna be dealing with first. Probably second will be Kingston, and then it will be fucking Bryan Danielson after.
Now, once they did the whole gimmick, right? I think it's gonna be Danielson next. Because
I think Danielson's for sure next.
Yeah, because I look at how this ended. How this ended.
He literally is fighting Ricky.
Oh yeah, of course.
So
Ricky,
then Danielson.
Yeah. But then it has to be then Danielson because look at how this ended. Where like Danielson ran out. You know what I'm saying? They're doing all the the Owen voice ad nauseum, yada yada. And then he runs out and fucking poor Daivari got like one shoe on.
Right, yeah, he scrambled.
He was supposedly in the trainer's room. They had explained, or he was doing some lifting, and he heard the situation. And he ran out, which is like realistic, which is dope.
Yeah. And that was one thing about the segment that I actually really did like, that AEW let it breathe, because AEW never lets anything breathe.
Yep.
Yeah. So the fact that they knew, all right, this is a big situation. We gotta let it breathe, build the moment, all that stuff. It was good.
He got in the ambulance with him.
Yeah.
Poor guy, man.
He's hunched over him
with one shoe on.
Yeah, man.
How you going to the hospital with one shoe on?
One of my fears with Regal joining MJF was that it was going to be CM Punk and Paul Heyman, where theoretically on paper it should be fire, right?
Yeah, but you don't need a guy to talk for a guy who already knows how to talk. Yeah, what it
ended up being was just repetitive ass cheap heat promos that it ended up just reducing both of their individual talents. It didn't make them both greater. It just made them both lesser, bringing them together. And it looked like this promo was going to be that. But MJF turning on Regal kills that off. But then, story-wise, I feel like it works perfectly. Because if you're calling yourself the devil, it's exactly the type of shit you should be doing. Mm-hmm. Nobody's safe. No deal is honored. MJF is a snake. Yep. And if you deal with him, you will incur the consequences.
No honor amongst thieves.
Exactly.
None.
So this segment, it was a mixed bag for me. Overall, I did like it a lot. But there were those issues that I talked about. So hopefully it's less of that and more of the good stuff that, progressed character and all that. We got Absolute Ricky Starks versus Ari Daivari. Before we get to the match, Stokely Hathaway and Ethan Page come out, but Matt Hardy runs right past them and just starts going, delete.
For no reason.
And then Stokely's like, man, if you don't get your ass to the back.
Get your stupid ass.
Did any of you guys peep this? So this is what caught me off guard. Besides the Matt Hardy stuff, which was funny, the cameraman is literally focusing on them. Notice how Tony Schiavone is being filmed, being like, leaving the commentary booth.
Going off to do an interview?
Yeah. He does it so, stealth and shit, slowly, I'm like, what are you doing? Just get out of there. I'm like, are we even supposed to film that man leaving
Tony
the commentary booth?
Though. Tony be moving.
Oh, this one he wasn't. I'm just like, what the fuck? Are we even supposed to be filming that man?
Yeah. But
Tony the Matt Hardy shit, I'm like, that's R-Truth's job. What are you doing? But I'm guessing they're trying to make Matt Hardy broken.
Yeah, because the whole situation with them now is Matt and Private Party are back together, but Stoke and Ethan own their contracts.
Hey guys, Johnny got a piece of Fandango's t-shirt.
Hey.
Oh yeah, Johnny sent me pictures of him with Josh Alexander, Eric Bischoff, and DDP.
Oh, he probably sent them to me too. I haven't checked it yet though. I'm gonna check it. Shout out, Johnny.
I think he has the new WWE title on the big gold belt or something. Hey, that was pretty dope. He got a picture with the Impact World Champion. That was dope.
And he got a picture with DDP, man. I love DDP.
Feel the bang. Bang! So yeah, shouts out. But national treasure, that's Stokely Hathaway. Man, if you don't get your ass to the back. And then Ethan is like, yeah, Matt, you remember that you work for me and you will help me win that battle royal. And then he talks to Ricky Starks and tells him, yeah, I'm going to be in that battle royal too. So you're going to have to watch me win that. And then I'm going to, after MJF beats your ass at Winter is Coming, I'm going to come in right after when he's tired and beat him too. The crowd cheered MJF when they said he was going to beat Ricky. And Ethan was like, don't cheer that piece of shit. I want to beat him too. So then Ethan is like, yeah. So I'm going to see you at that battle royal. That is, if you make it. And then Ari Daivari jumps him from the rip. But then Ricky, immediately is like, get the fuck. He hits him with a spear and Rochambeau and wins. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Ricky on the up and up right now. They booking Ricky hot.
Man, Ricky Starks, during this whole situation, he just looks annoyed.
Right?
It's like, what the fuck, man? Why are y'all doing this stupid ass shit?
Leave me alone.
Y'all don't know I'm just going to win. Shut up. Yeah. I was just glad to see Arya Daivari got TV time.
Hell yeah, that's my boy.
On the main show.
Even if he was jobbing for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It was cool. At least they had the matching outfits and everything, so they treated it like a real match.
Yeah. So now we got Tony with Britt Baker, our women's champion, Jamie Hayter, and Rebel. And yes, that. God bless. God bless. Britt is upset. As always, Britt is upset. But Britt is upset.
What is she not?
Yeah, she's always upset. She's mad that Renee is doing another sit-down with Saraya. So then Jamie pops in. She's like, hey, Tony, how about you do a sit-down interview with me, the women's champion? And then Tony's like, okay. But Britt bullies him anyway. You're going to do an interview with him. And then they all do the DMD except for Jamie Hayter, who never does the DMD.
Nope.
But admittedly, she now has an excuse to not do the DMD because she holding a belt. That's our champ.
Yep, the real champ.
She don't need to do shit.
Yeah. So I feel like if that sit down does happen and if it goes the way I think it's going to go, Jamie ain't going to get much words in. Because I feel like that's the story right now. Jamie's the champion, but Britt is still the one trying to be front and center.
She's the momager. She don't know when her time is up.
Yeah. So I think that's where we coming to a head. I think we still getting Jamie breaking off from Britt because it's time. Now,
yes, it's definitely time. We gotta break that shit up. We gotta break those two girls up.
Yes. Now we got Anna Jay versus Willow Nightingale. Her theme is so good.
I love Willow.
She is so great.
When Willow comes out, she makes me so happy.
The best.
She's such a smiley. Oh, I'll give her a hug.
Tag Willow with Rich Swann for the theme song vibes.
Yes.
I need the vibes. Give me the vibes. Remix Jones showed up for a hot second. Willow. But yeah, speaking of missed opportunity in the Jazz, not necessarily missed opportunity, but what did I say about when Ty J joined? That this ain't doing shit for them.
No.
This ain't doing shit for them.
It's not. It's really not.
That's all. That's all it is. There's still the same exact act. Everything's the same. There's nothing.
Like they get more TV time now, but it's not because they're in the Jazz. It's because the women's division gets more TV time now.
So
like there's more to do in the division.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of more people to wrestle. So,
yeah. So like they didn't even need to join the Jazz to do this. They just had to turn heel. So whatever. Like the Jazz don't even come out with them like Dark Order used to. Like if Anna was still in Dark Order, Squad would be out there. But it is what it is.
Can we talk about how amazing Willow was in this match?
She was great.
She was amazing indeed.
She had a back suplex and hit a big ass metal scream. She was like, "Let's go!" I was like, "Let's go, Willow! Let's go!"
She's. I feel like she's everyone's little sister.
Yeah.
She gets you hella hype when she whooping ass.
Yeah. Anna hit this second rope blockbuster for a near fall pretty clean. Mm-hmm. And then we come back from break. Willow hit a big spine buster. And then Anna hit this backslide face buster.
Yeah.
It was clean as hell. I was like, yo, what was that? Then she goes for the Queen Slayer, but Willow reverses and goes for the Doctor Bomb. But Ty gets on the apron and Willow is like, all right, let me deal with you real quick.
Yeah.
Knocks her off. And then Anna tries to take advantage of the distraction. But Willow catches her, drops her with a lariat, and then crushes her with the Doctor Bomb for the 1, 2, and 3. Willow gets the win. Crowd goes crazy.
You know what I love about Willow?
What?
It's all the little sprinkles of Willowisms that she puts in her matches.
Many Willowisms.
Like when she jumps, like she did the little back thing into the corner, and then she like did a little wiggle.
Yeah.
when she knocked it down, she was on the ground. And she does like a little Shawn Michaels pose on the ground. Mm-hmm. Like she's adorable, man. She gets you hype. She hypes you up, and like you said earlier, the little metal scream. You know what I'm saying?
Like she wrestles with so much personality.
Yep.
Like she's
great.
Yeah.
Yep. Every little move is not just a regular move when it's Willow. She adds her own little spice to it, which I love. I love that.
Post match, Ruby Soho's music hits, and she runs out and she's back.
Well, first. The music is playing, everybody's going crazy, blah, blah, blah. Ty is in the middle of the ring, like, come on, bring it. Oh, what the hell got in my ear?
Yeah. Because as they point out, Ty broke her nose. So.
Yeah. So she's like, bring it on. Let's fucking go. But she's not expecting what's going to happen.
Yes.
And then
Ruby.
The crowd starts, because guess who's behind her?
Ruby.
Ain't nobody going to warn her to turn around.
Nobody.
Nope.
She has to do that trope where you got to turn around real slow, and there she is, and then you get your ass kicked.
Yep, Ruby whooped her ass, hit her with Destination Unknown, and then kissed her on the forehead.
Yep.
And, this division is starting to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at all the little bits and pieces we got flying around. Saraya got an interview. Jamie Hayter got an interview. Then, apart from all that, you got Willow and Ty J, and now Ruby's back. And then apart from all that, you got Jade's situation. It's AEW Women's Division. They starting to cook. And it's flying under the radar, but they cooking. Also, I don't know what's going on, but Ruby looked great. Shout out,
God.
Ruby. But we got Tony with QT Marshall and Orange Cassidy. QT is tired of being interrupted. He wants a shot at the All Atlantic Championship. And Orange literally interrupts him to accept. He's like, QT's like, I want a shot at the title. And Orange is like, okay, fine. You have a shot. And then QT's like, all right, but I'm not done. I also want a lumberjack. All right. Fine. All right, lumberjack match. Cool.
I was telling Hazel this on Impact. Go ahead. Yeah, where he keeps trying to talk. And then it's like, Orange Cassidy is just over here like, you want that match?
Fine,
yeah, sure,
whatever.
why not? And then he's like, yo, but I want a lumberjack match though. Cool. That's great. And then Tony's like, all right, you heard it here. And then
QT's like, I'm tired of getting interrupted. And Tony's like, all right, we're going back.
Nobody
QT's
interrupted you. The conversation was over.
And then here's the part that kills me. Fucking Tony Teno's like, shut up, man.
Right?
Shut the fuck up.
Tony interrupted and popped me so big.
Just turned around
I started
like
dying.
Shut up.
Like, there's your interruption, QT.
QT might be my favorite dork in wrestling.
God, man, he played him, bro. Just, man, if you don't shut
like,
your
QT's
bitch
role is
fuck
literally
up.
just like mid-card heel dork. We got Jade Cargill and the baddies coming out to celebrate Jade reclaiming her TBS title.
Mami and Mama Sota.
This woman's outfit
Was incredible.
First of all, I didn't even know. I thought it was just an actual bikini. But then when I saw you couldn't see her abs and the belly piercing, I'm like, all right, it's a flesh suit. Okay.
Yep. Because
I'm like,
it's a tribute to Lil Kim.
Yeah.
I know, but I was thinking to myself, oh shit, are they gonna go that far and actually walk out like that? Okay.
I mean, Lil Kim was just wearing pasties in real life, so.
yeah, I know that.
Jade, heaven, she ain't going that far, but this is more than far enough. Jesus Christ.
My God.
Layla Gray, woof.
It took me like 5 minutes to notice Layla Gray and Red Velvet. Once I did, I noticed, but
damn.
I was staring at Jade for so long.
Yeah, of course, as
It just feels so
as you
weird
should.
without Kiera Hogan there. Like, God damn.
I mean, she explained it too. She's like, with this face and this body.
So yeah, Jade, she grabs the mic and she says, we all know why we're here, to celebrate me getting my TBS title back. I heard somebody ask, why is she celebrating? She's already a champion.
Yeah, word.
Do you not watch the show?
That she does that every time.
They stole her belt.
Well, she does that every time too, though.
And
she does celebrate all the time, but she literally said last week, now that I have my belt back, we're going to celebrate. But yes, Jade, she says, I kicked the trash out. So what I'm wondering is why you two were chilling with her last weekend. Which, fair question.
I was like, ooh.
Kiera Hogan and Layla Gray were always beefing. I don't even know why.
And they was chilling at WrestleCade and shit.
Yeah.
Wasn't it at WrestleCade?
I think it was.
Yeah. Probably.
Jade saw it too. She was like, why y'all chilling with her?
Ooh.
So then she says, it's a privilege to stand next to me. So you two, you shape up and realize who's in charge, and you get to step in. And they realize who's in charge. Mm-hmm. She says, you put me up against any wrestler in the back, and the regular consumer would say that I'm the star, which I'd say that's true of probably the entire industry.
Yep.
There ain't too many people that you would put next to Jade that look like more of a star than she does in any company.
Yeah, that's a little difficult. Unless you got
I can't think of too many.
Unless you got Bianca Belair next to her, then that's like, oof, y'all even.
Bianca Belair, and that's
even.
Like fucking, that's Goku versus Vegeta.
Exactly,
that's the
y'all even, bro. Y'all
Yeah.
even. When she's like, yo, pan to my baddie section in the crowd.
Yes.
And they showed her baddie section, I was seeing double. Remember who I said looks just like
Layla
Gray?
Yeah.
Who was in the crowd? Tiffany Nieves. I was like,
Yeah,
wait, what?
she was there.
What Layla Gray doing in the crowd?
I was like, wait a minute,
His
you
own
there?
Tiffany Nieves is
How are
in
you
the
there
crowd.
and there at the same time? What you doing?
So yeah, she showed love to the baddie section, and then she says, I make careers. And speaking of careers, little Bow Wow was a joke. And then Bow Wow pops on the Tron, and then he tells Jade in glorious 480p that he's gonna see her soon. And Jade is so pissed off with this shit that she just leaves.
Bruh, the fuck you mean you was at some shit or doing something or just got off tour or just you don't do shit, nigga. You haven't been relevant in over 20 years, motherfucker.
Bro,
I mean, he is on a tour. He is on that Scream
he's not,
tour.
nigga. This the Bow Wow challenge. Get the fuck out of here.
he on that. It's literally a nostalgia.
My
tour.
man, go back to doing cop shows on CBS that no one watches. The fuck?
Fuck out of here with your bullshit ass Bow Wow ass.
Fuck.
Ow, 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 yippee, yo, yippee, yay. Get the fuck off my TV, motherfucker.
Oh my
Whatever.
god.
Bye.
Whatever this Bow Wow thing is leading to, I hope it's someone good because I think he's introducing someone.
Either that or he's gonna have Kiara Hogan be his wrestler.
Yeah, something like
avatar.
that. But whatever it is, I hope we get there expeditiously because
Get it out of my fucking TV.
Like,
The
I know-
only
I
way
know-
this is redeemable is if you get the other motherfuckers from the tour. You feel me? If you get in Omarion or anybody like that or somebody who's actually fun to actually listen to.
Yeah, shit like Bring the Brat or something or them
Fucking-
franchise
shit.
boys.
some shit.
Bring Pretty Ricky like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, get Pretty
Yeah.
Ricky. Get Pretty Ricky. Put
we
them
want
with Ricky Starks.
Pretty Ricky with Ricky Starks. Let's fucking do it.
Pretty Ricky with Ricky Starks. Let's make some money.
Let's
Come
do
on,
this
son.
shit.
Because I get that, Tony is fond of doing these big stretch out stories and I get that, Jade is the one with crossover potential, so you want to do what you can to capitalize on that. But I feel like this is actually beneath her. So I would move forward with this as quick as possible.
Yes. Starting next week. Let's end this shit. Let's put it under the bed. Like fuck.
Yes. So now we got the Acclaimed military style in the back.
Every Wednesday?
Yes, sir. Daddy ass, sir.
Every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday. Acclaimed every Wednesday. That's what that stands for. Not all Elite
Acclaimed
Wrestling.
every Wednesday.
Acclaimed every Wednesday. So yes, Billy Gunn is like, why do you not have a match tonight? Because everybody loves the Acclaimed daddy ass, sir. No one wants to wrestle us. Max Caster is like a second away from laughing
He's
this
dying.
whole
He's
segment.
dying.
He's dying
They
to
didn't
laugh.
book us.
Dying to laugh.
Dying.
Like, he even looks at Billy at one point and has to look away
Because he's about
to just
to
break.
bust, bro. Pause.
And then Billy at the end of it goes, now there is only one thing left for you to do. Scissor me. Yeah. And then they scissor him.
Scissor me, Daddy Kulo.
Yes. And the Acclaimed, that was all. The Acclaimed are resting on Rampage. It looks like there's been enough talk.
Oh, shit.
It's time for the main event. It's the AEW on TBS. The AEW Trios Championship. Game 3. The Elite versus Death Triangle. Death Triangle leads the series 2-0. The Elite come out. Of course, the Kansas. They're stanching 8-2 in their last 10 trios matches. Those two losses.
He's
to
really
Death
doing
Triangle.
this shit.
Yo, you got any
You
more
really-
theme songs for basketball teams? Because
I mean,
I don't know what we gonna give Death Triangle. What song we gonna give?
I mean, listen.
Only damn.
Like Excalibur calls a triple dive of theirs triangle offense, which had me thinking: is Alex Abrahantes Phil Jackson? Does this make them? The Lakers?
I mean, I would say that you know who Alex Abrahantes is.
Who?
Remember the chubby guy from Space Jam, the heel guy?
Wait, that,
one of the Monstars.
Not the Monstar, the manager of the Monstars. The big fat guy with the
guy
cigar.
from Moron Mountain, the Moron Mountain
the
guy.
Moron Mountain
yeah.
guy, yeah.
Danny DeVito voiced him.
Yes, that guy. Perfect. Now you know what song we gonna give them? Hit him high, hit him high, hit him high,
hit him high.
You hit him low, hit him low, hit him low.
That song fits them too. That song OD fits them.
That song still goes hard to this day.
Yo, I can picture that triangle going after that.
High five, everyone. High five,
Yes, high five.
Doctor.
That's perfect.
Doctor.
That's
Doctor.
perfect. Hit him high, hit him
We
high,
saved
hit
him.
him high.
You hit him low, hit him low.
So yes, the Elite are in danger of going down 0-3 in this series. No one has ever come back from an 0-3 deficit in professional wrestling. It has only happened in baseball. And I think hockey, actually.
Pivotal game 5.
We need that pivotal game 5. And the Elite understand the stakes, so they rush Death Triangle on the ramp. They catch them lacking on the ramp.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Kenny hits Pac with a fucking Kotaro Crusher. You just got back, bro. Why are you dropping ass over tea kettle on the ramp?
He doing what he gonna do, bro. He's savage.
Kenny Omega is back. He goes for the Muda Run V-trigger all the way down the ramp. But
he's a nut.
Pac pops out
Yeah.
with a fucking super kick. And then the Lucha Bros come back with dual cutters. We go to Pip. Like shit like this is why I'm having so much fun with this series. Because they're having different matches every time.
And yet there's
not only
motherfuckers
are
on TV, not on TV, on the internet complaining, oh, I don't like this. Shut the fuck up. This shit is fun.
Enjoy. I mean, like I said, they're having different matches every time. And not only are they doing that, they're using the series itself as a backdrop to craft different stories. Like, they even said the Elite understand they're down 2-0. So they got to come out desperate and ready to get that win. It's storytelling. You know, that thing they say that the Young Bucks don't do in their matches. Phoenix and Pac get powerbombed on the apron. Kenny goes to get Penta, but Penta fights everybody off. Then Matt goes for a drop kick, but accidentally hits Rick Knox. So with the ref down, Alex slips Penta the hammer. And Penta, he sneaks it in his pocket. Hammer time. Tony points out that Coach Don Callis is in fact courtside calling plays instead of doing commentary with them, which shows how important this match is.
Facts.
So Penta, he goes to use the hammer, but Phoenix stops him. Now he's having second thoughts about the way of the hammer. It's like, nah, we shouldn't do this, bro. And Penta's like, get the fuck, I'm doing this shit. Kenny
we
runs
need
over.
a win.
Yeah, we got to go up 3-0. Kenny runs over for the V-trigger, but Phoenix eats the V-trigger. And then Kenny drops Penta with a V-trigger for a near fall. Death Triangle comes back with a triple dive, or like Excalibur called it, triangle offense. Staple of the great Phil Jackson. It's real hoop shit going on here, dude. You know what I'm saying?
We play ball.
Playing ball.
Yeah, they playing ball.
Triangle
This
offense.
is a good ball game.
Triangle offense. So Matt Jackson fires up with a double Northern Lights, but Pac takes him out, fights with Kenny in the corner, and then Pac wins that fight with a headbutt. Hits an avalanche Falcon Arrow for the 1-2. He got him.
No.
We come back from break. Kenny hits a V-trigger, and then he and Pac start trading again. Pac hits a German. Kenny hits a lariat. They double down. And then Nick and Phoenix go in. They start going crazy. Phoenix goes for the crossbody, but Matt catches him. They go for the Melter driver. But Phoenix does this great counter out of the Melter driver.
So he tried to alley-oop it to Nick?
He tried to oop it to Nick, but Phoenix caught it. He was on defense. He's like, no oops out here. Great defense.
Yep.
So the Bucks come back, and they turn it right back around. They on transition. More bang for your buck, gets the cover. It's a near fall. Penta breaks it up. They go for the BTE trigger, but Pac and Penta break that up. Then they go for Fear Factor. Penta dives, and that leaves Matt all alone in the ring by himself. Pac covers for 2. Then he goes up for the Black Arrow. You see Kenny and Nick trying to get in, but they're being held back. And there's no one to save Matt from getting that Black Arrow except himself. So Pac goes for the Black Arrow, but Matt gets the knees up, rolls them up. Cover gets the 1, 2, and 3. Late game heroics from Matt Jackson. Clutch defense, turning it into offense. And then after all the doubt, all the trade rumors, all the questions on Matt's injuries, and he came back with a big statement win. Death Triangle leads the series 2-1.
Yeah!
Kenny grabs the mic and he says, there was never going to be a sweep, not when the cleaner's in town.
Never.
In fact,
never.
It's going to be a reverse sweep. Kenny calling the 2006 Miami Heat shot after a Dwayne Wade-style performance from Matt Jackson in the late stages
and Phil
of
Jackson.
this Game 3. I love it. If you can't tell, I very much enjoy this series.
Yes. I'm also enjoying the World Series of Baseball.
I'm enjoying this best of 7 series also. I mean, I was saying it was going to be 3-0, but I'll give it to them. Give it some. You guys really want that Game 5 tie to have that Big 5 feel. So I think I'll go with you guys on that. I think I want to see this go. Oh damn, Rick Knox got knocked out. Yeah, I want to see this go to fucking match 5. Cause that's where it's gonna start picking up. It's gonna get really fucking great from there.
Yep. You know how it is, man. Them Yankees. Not this year, but usually it's that Game 5.
But we know for certain it's gonna this is gonna come down to the final match, which is match 7.
Yeah,
it's gonna come down to it.
Yankees.
When you got the elite of the elite going up against each other, you know it's usually going 7 games.
Yeah.
Unless you're the Yankees.
Yeah, unless you're the Yankees, they be wrapping that shit up. Also, Michael Jordan never went to a Game 7 in the finals.
That's because Michael Jordan is Michael fucking Jordan.
So Kenny, are you trying to prove that you him? Because if you reverse sweep it, if you win 4 games to 2, then yeah, that's a tough situation. That's Dwayne Wade, Michael Jordan status. But we'll see. That's Dynamite.
That's been Dynamite. That's right. TJ, with all that being said, I would like you to let them know where to find us.
Indeed. Yeah. You already know where to find us. Find us on Instagram at Ramblemania Show and at Banter Club Podcast. Find us on Twitter at Ramblemania. Facebook.com/Ramblemania Show. Also find our group there, Ramblemania Show's Banter Club, where we and the other wrestlers, podcasters, everybody we associate with post all our goings on and all that's going down. As far as audio goes, wherever audio is found, that's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Anchor, TuneIn, Overcast, everywhere your podcasts are found. Search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. As for the visuals, twitch.tv/Ramblemania Show. We're on YouTube, search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club, Spotify video. Of course, when you get here, like our videos, click subscribe and click the bell so that when a new content drops, it goes straight to you.
Yeah.
And as for me personally, find me right here on Instagram at TJ the Great One. That's TJ the GR, the number 8, the number 1, and find me on Twitter, again, right here at TJ the Great. That's TJ the GR, the number 8. It's as simple as that.
TJ the Great. Good.
TJ the Great.
You can find me on Instagram at the number 6, the letter X, the letter L, that is at 6XL. You can find me on Twitter at SIIXX, ain't I great? That is at SIIXX. You're all ready. And you can find us on TikTok at Ramblemania Show, where we post little funny clips of all the shows that we make for all of you.
And you can find me on Instagram at iZombies, IZOMB,
Damn right. For Hazel the Eye Zombie, for TJ the Great One, I have been your heavyweight champion of the world, the Angel of Death 6XL. We're going to leave all our Ramble Maniacs and all our BC aliens with a little sign we like to call a too sweet. TJ?
And a good fight. And a good night.
Wait. That's not what happened tonight. You know what he said.
What he said?
And a goodbye. Good night.
Oh, yes.
Bang! Bang!